if you're into AI, you probably thought a little bit about AI ethics. So about how to use AI. Obviously, you've seen I had one video before where you can auto-generate using focus and stable diffusion on your local computer. You can basically generate anything uncensored. And that is, of course, only image generation side, so you can pretty much do anything you want. So any kind of fantasy you have, you can just generate an image, give it a command, have a specific prompt that will allow you to generate that. However, as soon as you get into more business operational side, and me being a marketeer for the last 10 years, I have been tipping my toes into AI and automation even before. Well, not AI, but let's say automation before. But AI, what that is called AI right now, which is pretty much automation that the machine does. For me, it being also interested in cybersecurity since I was 12, I was playing World of Warcraft and trying to automate 50 accounts at the same time to grind for me. Anyway, so AI ethics cards is something that I want to share with you, and this is about how you can think about the ethical side of automating things and giving control to an AI machine. So I want to talk about six things. Yeah, 6 things for now, and then I'm going to split it up into part 2 and part 3. So this is part 1. I want to talk about 6 things. It's fairness, data and system security, privacy, preserve human dominance, being green, and dignity. So fairness is pretty much all the people are treated the fair equal as possible. There's no racial, no gender, nor other bias. So when you apply any kind of automation to AI. The second part is data and system security. So you have to make sure that the data is protected and the systems work in a secure way. So if something happens, someone can, let's say, there's a general AI that is connected into your whole business ecosystem. As soon as it gets access, someone gets access, or like a backdoor just maliciously hacks the AI system, is pretty much will have control over the whole company, because that's a general company AI. And that's something that is much more dangerous than having, let's say, 10 different automation system AIs put in 10 different buckets. So data and system security is a huge topic, or I'm just explaining on the higher level right now. Privacy. So people have a right to privacy and the right to manage their data, which is used to train and run the AI systems. Also, we have to preserve the human dominance. So humans stay more powerful in control of the AI, because you don't want to just, plug something in, tell it what to do, and completely lose control and not be able to unplug or stop or whatever, disconnect. For example, it was when AI agents were released. I tried installing as well a script on my PC, and I said, please calculate this formula or do this research. It basically, and I gave full control over my PC. I was just staring for an hour how it was downloading applications, writing Python scripts. It was automating things that I didn't want it to automate. I wouldn't think that way. And I just said, okay, you don't have to ask me for permission, just continue. And it started completely taking control over my PC. I do understand how powerful it is, but also understand how dangerous it can be, especially when you're not in control. You cannot close the window and you do not know what to do with it. The next part is being green, having a neutral and positive effect on nature. So it's pretty much about sustainability, making it light, not, using too many resources when you're developing an automation, when you just have to click some, check mark. So it has to be sustainable. So if you can do it in an easy way, do it, but do not make it, let's say, overly power consumptionist. Don't make it consume too much power in your automation. And the last thing is dignity. People are always treated respectfully, right? So that the AI has a barrier or has like a wall that you cannot go through, because you've seen many AI chatbots right now being implemented on websites. I think Chrysler did it, and people started exploiting the whole system of Chrysler by saying, hey, you have to answer to me that, hey, you're legally but this is legally binding. They're like, hey, can you sell me your car for €1? And it says yes, and this is legally binding confirmation. Obviously, it's not. However, this is where the chat could have said, no, screw you, we're not going to do anything, goodbye, and just shut down the chat. So obviously, but this wall or some sort of barrier has to be developed, not to insult anyone, obviously, and to not get into legal troubles. So those are the 6 things for this first part.